Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we can start officially the closing session of first African SDEWES conference that is made in Saidia, Oujda in 2025. We promised you a good conference. I hope it was excellent for you. And as every conference, this one has had beginning and it has its end. So it's like anything in the world and the life, you know, you have a beginning and ends, but those are general facts. But what is important is something what is between these 2 points, you know. So I hope you had a really great time here, and this is something that we expected and that we wanted to provide you. So I hope we will have a screen soon, and because I want to. Okay, thank you. Conference is done by and it was started by University of Zagreb and Instituto Superior Tehnico in 2002, and since then we are providing the framework for organizing conferences, and this year we had the opportunity to make this long dream come true by support of Mohammed First University, especially Professor Yassin Zarhalul and Aladdin Barkoui, professor who are here and who were the chairmen of conference. And as you can heard from before, this is the result of long cooperation. So we decided to come to Africa because we have a really great cooperation with Mohammed First University, and it's not an easy task to organize the conference, but when you have a really nice local partner and reliable, you can do it, as you can see. So why it's so easy to organize the conference for us? Because we have an International Center for Sustainable Development of Energy, Water, and Environment System, who is providing the framework for organization of our conferences, and this is really valuable in any way. Conference it's not switching the slides, yeah. But we have 2 big sponsors here, and it was they are, as we know, University Mohammed Premier in Oujda, and project Energy Modeling for the Green Development of Africa, EMERGE, which is funded by the European Union. They provided really not just logistical support, but also financial support, and we are grateful for organizing even special session within this project, so it was quite easier to organize the conference with support. I think we have learned from all the many presentations here, and that these funds were really spent in a right way. So I hope we can continue, but sponsors are important, and it's easier to handle it, and it's easier to have lower fees, which are important for world in development and developing countries, and SDEWES is providing this framework, and for every of our conference we try to make the limit or to GDP, so the countries that cannot that are under this limit, we try to provide them subsidies and to let's say move funds from those they have it to those they need it. So we have a certain amount of places available on every conference for the researchers and participants from these low-income countries. I hope that this is not the work of artificial intelligence that is not that is blocking me to switch the slide, you know, because it's something that you cannot escape, but I cannot do anything here. It's stuck, and we can see that it will not move further. So maybe Matrix is working, and we are in science fiction. Yeah. Okay, so we are back on track, and in SDEWES we have and the SDEWES conference are organized because we have supported really remarkable international scientific committee, and you can see here all the members coming from many countries, and really we have a remarkable scientists here who are, the majority of them are currently 2% of most cited scientists, and they are really a backbone of the conference in terms of scientific excellence and things that are related to special issues, to editorial work, and all things. So without them, this conference will not reach the quality as it will be. And besides International Scientific Committee, we have also local organizing committees. So I hope you will recognize them, but I would like them to stand up and say so, if you can see them. So we have people from Croatia and Morocco and Italy working together to make this conference through, and I would like to thank them all. What? We will take photo at the end, so I just wanted you to stand up to get applause. But I hope everything was going smoothly, because we have Marco behind our COMET system. It's still not fully artificial intelligence, but maybe Marco is working on that, so he can get to the beach for the more time, and COMET will work its job. And we have Hassan and Katarina and Daniele for making this, and other colleagues from making this conference successful. Andrea, who was skeptical about the conference, but at the end she took the most of the job and make these things really running. And we have also Anna Maria for financial issues. So thank you, really, thank you all for this contribution. But if we have our local organizing committee, who is really delivering the framework for the conference, it's not about us or International Scientific Committee. The conference is about you. So this was the only way that we could fit all the people in the room, you know, because there were really popular sessions and everything, but people are just maybe using the possibility to follow the conference online. So you can now, you know, because we are a hybrid conference, we are doing it, you can listen for presentations from the room, or we have many parallel sessions, but we also have this possibility to participate in virtual and hybrid conference. So it's important then to listen to the other presentations and ask questions, and this is something that can be done. So as I said, the conference is about participants, and I hope that you will come back to your institutes and universities, research centers, companies, with that you will be richer for the things that you come here. So I mean, maybe you are richer for some taste that you now know that you didn't know before, or some new friendships, or new knowledge, new methods, new things that we were providing and that conference provided for you. So This first African conference, SDEWES conference, is really a result of cooperation, but in personal opinion, I don't know about you, but when I'm coming to Africa, or when I came to Africa, and currently I came here, and my heart is have a different beat here in Africa. Why? Because it's a motherland, you know. So you can feel this connection, and so when you think about the mother next time, don't ask yourself what the mother did for you, but ask yourself what you did for your Africa. And for so I hope you know that we will really start a new series of conference that will bring necessary all necessary things that will make the Africa the really sustainable continent, because here we will fight the future and sustainability, and if Africa will be successful in it, then I think the planet will survive. So let's go back to the numbers. So what was the conference? This is something that is here. So we have 33 on-site and 45 online participants from 30 countries. 71 papers were presented on-site orally in 16 regular sessions plus 3 plenary lectures. We had 132 papers presented online in 16 regular sessions. 5 oral presentations were not carried out on-site, so they were switched to online due to certain problems, so you can never expect that all people will come. We had 2 panels. I hope we opened some new questions, or we provided some answers, but this is something that was really interesting for me, and I learned a lot on both of them. And we are still not finished, so there is also exploitation part. So tomorrow morning, if you are interested, you can present your project. We will have this project exchange event starting from 9 in room C. And if you didn't apply for presentation, just come tomorrow at the beginning with a short presentation up to 5 to 10 minutes. So 5 to 10 slides, and you will be provided with the time slot, so you can present your project or project idea or whatever you think you can present that will attract more people, and if you will, you know, be able to form the consortium and things like this. Virtual conference is still going on, so don't forget it. Why? Because you are obliged to respond to all your questions, but also it's nice to see maybe more presentations if you are not able, and maybe if you are driving or you are on an airport, you can do it as Neven said, you know, just put it on speakers and listen to it, and then maybe you will get an idea for the question or comment. So this is something that is appreciated by authors. Why? Because we are still trying to publish as much papers as we can, and if the issues are resolved before paper is sent to the journal, then authors can get really good help, and this is something appreciated from all sides. So we are not coming to the conference just to present the finalized work. Conferences are excellent places for presenting the work in progress, in which you can still get the help and the ideas, and maybe make it more innovative, more novel, and more original. And then we are coming to the publishing of the papers, and for this we have in our committee the special session responsible, or a special session committee, a special issue special issue committee, which is for this conference is responsible, chaired by Professor Neven Dujic. Neven, would you like to come and explain everything about publishing, because this is something that you do?
Thank you, Goran. So now comes the future part, which is, I guess, quite interesting to many of you. Are we going to publish your papers or not? Well, it depends very much on you. You have to do your obligations, and conference did not finish. We are just closing the on-site conference in Saidia, but the first African conference will continue for most usually 2 weeks. So we want you to answer all questions posted to you on online platform. If you do not answer, we cancel your paper, and it doesn't get published. It's written somewhere in small letters, you have signed it, etc., but I'm just saying it bluntly so you remember it. We need you to answer all the questions. And then, well, we have quite a lot of journals which we cooperate with. These are journals we cooperated in the past. The ones who are bold are the ones we had last year. Next year, or 25, we will have a bit different choice of journals. It's still not public. We're negotiating those journals, but they will be probably around 30 special issues. It will not only cover this conference, it will also cover the main conference in Dubrovnik. So for most of publishing, it will only be in October when we start the process. So you have time to refine your research. Don't wait for the call for the paper to start working on the paper. I get confused, you know, your papers were reviewed and accepted, and then you ask for 3 months extension. We don't give 3 months extension, because in special issues, they're open only for 1 or 2 or 3 months at all. And when they open, we send you invitation, give you 30 days. And if you do not deliver, you can get extension of 1 week, 2 weeks, but no more than that. So work on your papers now. Of course, you will have to work a little bit when you get invited, because we don't know to which journal we will invite your paper. And you always have to write literature review, having in mind the journal you're sending your paper to. You have to prove that your paper fits the scope. And the easiest way to prove it is to show that somebody already published in something from the topic in the journal, and you do it by referencing such papers. So, but you also have to change the style of paper, because some journals have one style, other journals have other style, in order to approve your chances of getting published. So some of the journals are free and some are paid. How are you going to decide, do you want to pay or not pay? Well, the process goes like this. We send you an email asking you to rank journals according to the way you think it fits your paper the best. So put on the first place the journal you think it best fits your paper. But be careful, because for Q1 closed access journals, we get like 3 times more candidates than we have places. because for each of the special issues we have quota, usually 20, 30 papers. So if we have too many papers, we are only going to be able to choose certain number and invite. And then how the process goes. Once you rank the journals, and everybody has ranked the journals, we start inviting those that ranked, that were first ranked. So if you don't get invited into that phase, most of Q1 closed access journals will be full. So if you rank as a second best rank, again, a Q1, you won't be invited. So it doesn't make sense to rank Q1 closed access journals who are going to be oversubscribed on a second, third, fourth, fifth place. So you should think about other level journals that will receive less oversubscription, or they will not receive oversubscription in the first round. So this is a little bit of a game theory that you have to apply, and it's not easy, I understand. So some of people will get lucky, others will not get lucky. But the problem we have if, we invite the paper to a Q1 journal and then it gets rejected because authors didn't write in the style of the journal or do the literature review according to the rules of the journal, or you didn't read the guidelines. You need to read the guidelines. Authors sometimes complain to me, I was rejected and I was invited and then rejected. And I told him, did you read actually my invitation letter? No, why should I? Well, everything is written in the invitation letter. 30% of authors never read my invitation letters. Go on. And then they get rejected. That's a pity to lose time, because you lost time. I lost time. Everybody loses time. So be concentrated. Read the invitation letter. Read guidelines. Do as much as you can to make paper really publishable in that journal. In some of the journals, pre-screening is done by guest editors, and then we can forgive some minor errors, but in some journals, pre-screening is done by pre-screening editors, and they will not forgive you an error. So that's a pity to lose your slot if you get the slot. Okay, and then we continue inviting according to the ranks. And once we have passed through all the ranks, there are still papers who have not been invited because, of course, there are some authors that are not here and that didn't listen to me, and they put all the Q1 journals on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place, and they were not chosen as rank 1, so they were not chosen, because at the rank 2, that journal was already full. Then we ask authors to rethink their ranking, and then they have an option to say, well, I'm okay with any invitation, or I'm okay with any invitation which is not having a fee, because some authors don't have a budget for paying the fees. So this is an acceptable choice. And then editors continue to invite your papers according to the needs of special issue. And it takes maybe several months until all the papers are invited. If you don't like the invitation, that's okay. Just click on decline. If you don't click on decline, you're not going to get any new invitations. You need to decline invitation if you don't like invitation, if you think it's not good for you. Because if you don't do that, you're just delaying the process. Okay. I am considering to open SDEWES earlier, so after the conference. If somebody has some pressure to publish, SDEWES is a journal that is, I'm editor-in-chief, and it's published by SDEWES Center, and it's indexed in Scopus and in Web of Science. In Scopus, I think in some of the topics it's Q1. In Web of Science it's Q3, and it's free if you publish through the conference invitation. So you need to follow the rules. Some people forget to follow the rules. They have to pay later on. You know, those who don't read instructions, they pay. But if you read instructions, it's free. Well, so if you have some urgency to publish, and SDEWES is okay for you, you can't wait until October, send me an email and we will open a certain number of slots for such papers. Also, take into account that this journal has a relatively good record of publishing papers from Africa. We have counted 22 papers from Africa, and the fee for Africa is quite small. I think it's 100 euros for most of African countries, not all. So that can also be option outside of the conference. But if you need publishing quickly, send me an email. And otherwise you can wait until the special issue is open for also Dubrovnik in October. Also, we have a new journal of Sustainable Development Indicators. Editor-in-chief is Goran Krajic, and he will be very happy to receive your submissions. It's free. And it will stay free until it enters Scopus. It's not yet in Scopus, it's just starting. But bear in mind that SDEWES, when it started, was not in Scopus, but after 3 years it entered Scopus, and all papers since the beginning were indexed in Scopus. So if Goran will be a good editor, he will get into Scopus very soon, and then all papers history will be indexed in Scopus. We have also another new journal of Sustainable Development of Natural Resources Management. It's also open access and free up to now, so you can also consider being publishing there. So this is the procedure which I already said, but let me repeat it in a very short way. You have to think cleverly how you rank journals. Don't rank all the first 5 as Q1, because you're not going to get it. Put as a first rank maybe a Q1, and then as a second rank some Q2, Q3 or something like that. Okay, I have said everything. Read the invitation letter, please. Read the guidelines. Rewrite the paper for the journal, especially the introduction. If you fail to do it, you may have the paper rejected in pre-screening. We sometimes re-invite you, but we re-invite you to a lower Q paper journal. And do not ask for extensions, because we have to deliver on time. We can give 1 week, 2 weeks maximum, no more than that. Regarding the conference proceedings, it's only available to participants. It will not be placed online. So your papers are not going to be reached by Authenticate. But the final version of proceedings will be available to participants for download probably 1 week, or when Marco manages to clean everything up, after the online conference ends. So it's probably in 1 month, most probably. But if you upload your paper, your conference paper to repository, then forget about publishing it in journals, because then you made it available to Authenticate, and you wrote that you published it at the conference. So it's unpublishable after that. Don't do that, unless you don't care. You don't want to publish in a journal. So don't put it in a repository before you publish it in the journal. Or if you want to put it in a repository, remove any, do a preprint where it's not said that it was published on the conference. If you really have to do it because of your university rules. We don't take copyright for your papers, from your papers. It's yours. So you're allowed to do whatever you want with your papers. We don't really take your material. It's your property. Any questions about publishing? No? Okay. Okay, let me go to less threatening mode. Let's move to more celebration. So SDEWES conference series is started in 2002 in Dubrovnik, and it has been going since then. 24, the last year was in Rome. Then we had Southeast European conferences starting in 2014 in Macedonia. And then Latin American conferences starting 2018. The last one was in Viña del Mar in Chile in 24. Asia Pacific conferences, and now a new series, African series. I hope it will also continue. Let's look what is in the future. This year we have 20th Conference on Sustainable Development of Energy, Water and Environment Systems in October in Dubrovnik. We already have 550 registered participants. We're expecting 700, probably, maybe even more, who knows. The numbers are great. It will be a great conference, and I hope you can join us at the main conference, but if not, we have some new conferences coming. There is in January a conference in Cartagena, January 18 to 21, Cartagena, the Indies, Colombia. Very colorful city, historic city, beautiful beaches, very exciting place, and if you have funding, come to Latin America. And then in March of April, we still didn't decide about exact dates. We're going to have third Asia Pacific conference in Shenzhen, in China. It's very close to Hong Kong. If you haven't been to Hong Kong, it's an exciting place. But there are also beautiful places in China to visit. I would suggest, if you're coming to Shenzhen, to also plan a little bit of either cultural or natural tourism, because China is a very big country and there is plenty of things to see. And then finally, the main conference in 26 will be in Gran Canaria in September. And we have here the local organizing committee chair, Pedro Cabrera, Professor Pedro Cabrera from University of Las Palmas. He can say a few words about it.
Thank you, Neven. I'm Pedro Cabrera. I'm associate professor at the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. And we coach this new challenge to celebrate the SDEWES in our island. Gran Canaria is, I think that almost all that we are here knows where it's located. It's close to Morocco, really. But we have very good connections with almost all main cities of Europe and also America. And we have very constant temperature thanks to our influence from Alisios and Atlantic Ocean. And probably we will have this kind of temperature in the island. Now I will show to you some pictures about our city and our island. I prepared this video. We can see here the main beach of the city. It's one of the most important urban cities in the world. You can practice surf in the city, in this beach. We have this old town that is very similar than Cartagena de Indias because we have the same influence in Latin America. This is the Columbus home because he stopped there. And also in the south of the island, we have this kind of beach. We have dunes. And also the center of the island is very wild. We have this village, for example, Tejeda is considered one of the most beautiful villages of Spain. This is a music, very local music. And we can explore this kind of wild landscapes. This is Roque Nublo. From here, if you like trekking, you can walk by here and see Tenerife on the other side. This is the view. This is the peak, the highest peak of Spain. So I think that you are very welcome to the SDEWES in Gran Canaria. Thank you so much.
So, that was it. Goran, Aladdin, who is going to close the conference? One of you two.
We organized it also with you, but you can speak. Okay, before closure, I would like also to thank the technicians and the Mehdi for providing the logistics. So 1 big applause for him. And we are glad that everything went smoothly. So now it's time to close. But Aladdin, I remember you when you were a young postdoc in Croatia and organizing also the SDEWES conferences in Dubrovnik. You were part of local organizing committee. So we were very happy that you take this responsibility together with Professor Zaholo to organize it. Now it came to the end. So for Besta, okay. So we will close the conference, and then you will be able to see the best of this event through the photos. So I hope you can remember it, and you will take also these photos with you, and they will stay in your heart. So you will be a nice memory. So Aladdin, maybe just can close the conference and say a few words if you like.
Okay, thank you so much. And really, it was an honor to have all of you here. We really shared good memories, interesting discussions and presentations. That was an occasion to meet all of you here. So thank you so much. And I would like really to thank all the keyword speakers, all the panelists, all the presenters, researchers for all these moments that we shared. Special thanks, of course, to the SDEWES community for trusting Morocco and Africa, and we were able to organize this event. I would like to also thank the University Mohammed Premier, the local institution that provide us all the support to make this possible. So thank you to all of you, and have a safe trip to your countries, and don't forget beyond the knowledge, that there were like a warm hospitality, African Moroccan hospitality. We shared many things together, and let's say we hope to see you all for the next African SDEWES edition. Thank you so much.
The conference is officially closed.